Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing from Google Inc., Director of Digital Content for Android, Jamie Rosenberg.
Good afternoon. Welcome. And thank you for coming on what is a very exciting day for Google, and I hope for others as well. Before we get started, I'd like to thank the guys from Monogold, a terrific indie band out of Brooklyn, New York, who kicked it off with that great set. You'll hear more about Monogold a bit later. Today we're here to talk about music. At Google, digital music has become fundamental to many things we care very much about, including the mobile experience, the social experience, and the power of the web to improve people's lives. And for music fans, we believe today's technologies, including high-speed networks, powerful device platforms like Android, engaging social networks like Google+, and advances in cloud services bring with them the capability to dramatically improve the digital music experience. In fact, it's what consumers have come to expect. To rewind a few months, back in May, we launched Music Beta by Google, a service that allows you to store your music collection in the cloud and access that music anywhere from a web browser or Android device. Music Beta has been a limited, invitation-only service, and we spent the summer learning from the more than 1 million people who participated. We learned that you loved knowing that all of your music was available on all of your devices instantly, without having to worry about downloading or transferring files or having enough storage space. We learned that being able to stream your music from any web browser was a big hit. You used the service a lot, streaming your music for an average of 2.5 hours every day. We also learned that you really responded to the opportunity to discover new music and add that music to your collections instantly. During the beta, we've distributed more than 100 million free songs directly to your cloud libraries. Finally, with the launch and ongoing success of Google+, we learned that we could make music discovery and distribution social in a deeply integrated way. Now, during this time, we've also seen the continuation of a dramatic trend in the mobile industry. Back in May, we announced that we had activated 100 million Android devices worldwide. Just 6 months later, I'm pleased to announce that we've already doubled that. We have now activated 200 million Android devices worldwide. 200 million. And we're adding 550,000 new devices every day. So during this limited invitation-only beta, the Android ecosystem has experienced explosive growth and now provides unprecedented scale and reach. Today, for those millions of Android devices and for music fans across the web, our Music Beta becomes a full end-to-end service, and that experience is called Google Music. Google Music is about discovering, purchasing, sharing, and enjoying digital music in new, innovative, and personalized ways. It's about the cloud, about the web, and about mobile. It's about better connecting you with the music you own and introducing you to new music that we, or better yet, your friends, think you'll love. Last but certainly not least, Google Music is about artists and their music and new ways to connect artists with their fans. Starting today, the Google Music Cloud service opens up to everyone in the US, no invitation needed, at music.google.com. And what about pricing? When we launched the beta, we said the service was free for a limited time. Now I'm pleased to announce that we're removing that qualification, and the service will continue to be free. You can add your entire music collection to Google Music, up to 20,000 songs, and stream it for free. Other cloud music services think you have to pay to listen to music you already own. We don't. But that's just the beginning. To show you the new features of Google Music launching today, I'd like to call up Paul Joyce, our lead product manager for music, and Michael Soliski, our lead product manager for Android Market.
Thanks, Jamie. People have responded very positively to Music Beta over the last 6 months. They like having instant access to all their songs, the flexibility of streaming or downloading to their devices, the convenience of being able to play in any web browser, even the one on iOS. And they like Instant Mix, our feature based on machine hearing technology that lets you build great playlists automatically with just one click. Now they're making the service completely free and opening it up to everyone in the US. We suspect they'll like Google Music even more. Let's walk through how it works. It starts with Music Manager, a helper application for Windows, Mac, and Linux that lets you pick which music you want to store in the cloud, even if your collection is spread across several different computers. When you select your iTunes or Windows Media Player library, all your playlists, play counts, and ratings are added along with your songs. If you want more control, you can pick by folder and now by playlist. And there's even an option to keep adding new music automatically. Only Google Music gives you all of these options. Once your music is added to your locker, it's organized, secure, and available through the web and on all of your Android devices, like this really nice HTC Amaze by T-Mobile. With Michael's help, let's take a closer look. So this is the latest music app for Android 2.2 and higher. Here are all my artists, all my albums, all my songs, all my playlists. All I had to do to get access to my entire music collection, even my favorite robots playlist, was sign in with my Google account. I can stream anything in my library. That's for the folks back in Building 44. But I want to make sure I have a copy of something stored on my phone for times when my connection might not be so great, when I'm getting on a plane. I can pin it, and any albums, artists, or playlists I suggest will be available when I'm offline. Whenever I add an album or create or edit a new playlist, all the changes are instantly available on the web and on my other devices. And the same is true for my play counts and ratings, another new feature for this release. So we've improved the music app, and we've improved Music Manager, and we made the service completely free. But the biggest change is something we haven't talked about yet, and that's the integration with the Android Market. Let's jump over to Market and take a look. So this is Android Market. It's a store optimized for the web and for the more than 200 million phones and tablets we've activated worldwide. It's helped people install billions of applications. And already this year, we've updated it to add movie rentals and books. So today, we're happy to announce that we've added music, and you can buy millions of songs right from Android Market. So this is music. It has a familiar layout. There's genres and subgenres and top albums and top song charts. We've emphasized a few new elements. First is curation. So the hallmark of a good music store is one where you walk in not quite knowing what to buy, and you walk out with something you love. That's not an easy experience to create, but it's definitely one we aspire to. Take, for example, what's on the homepage. So we have staff picks, we have promotions, and then there's content, like this profile on Daptone, a really cool retro soul label. Together, these features let our music geeks guide you to new music discovery. Another way we focus on discovery is with recommendations. On every artist page are similar artists that you might like, making it easy to browse. And here on the home page, we have personalized recommendations based on your entire collection, not just the music you buy from our store. We use the same machine hearing technology that powers Instant Mix to suggest new things we think you're going to love. But perhaps the most important way we assist discovery is through friends. Michael, what was the track you were playing last night?
Was that the Atlas soundtrack?
Yeah. What was the song?
Mona Lisa.
Ah, that was awesome. So as Michael goes and searches the web, or searches Market, he doesn't need to search the web anymore, and that's what's really great about our announcement. Because he searches through it. But let me tell you about what we're buying. So everything in the store is 90-second previews. And we're also very excited that everything you buy from the store is a 320 kilobit a second MP3. When you complete the transaction, the track is added to your locker. And without doing anything else, it's ready for playback on the web and all your devices. It shows up in the music players in your purchase playlist. And on Android, you'll get a notification that new music has been added. Oh. But the easiest way to start playing is to follow the listen link that appears right inside Market. Now, if you want to close the circle of recommendation, you can select the Share button instead and start the sharing process. I'll turn it over to Michael to show you a few more features on the web and to dive deep on sharing.
Thanks, Paul. So here's our web player at music.google.com. And there's the track that Paul just bought. Like everything we sell in the store, it's a high-resolution MP3. And you can play it here or on any of your other devices. If you want to download the track, you can do that right from your browser. Or easier still, you can do it anytime using Music Manager, the same software that you use to add your collection to Google Music. Now, as Jamie mentioned, the web player has been incredibly popular during our limited beta. And we think it'll be even more so now that we're adding the ability to discover and purchase music. So let's take a walk through the music store in Android Market on the web. So we've talked about personalized recommendations based on the music that you enjoy, as well as editorial pages that help you discover new music. Here's a few more features for music fans that we're particularly excited about. Every day, we'll have a different free song of the day. Today, we're starting with David Bowie's Sound and Vision for thematic reasons. But you should expect a range, from artists you know well to artists you're going to want to get to know. We've also got hundreds of other free tracks available now to help jumpstart your collection. Every week, we'll have a different spotlight artist in our Antenna series, starting with Caveman. Antenna focuses on emerging artists of all different styles, but the one thing that they all have in common is that they're loved by someone on our staff. As you browse, you'll also find compelling video interviews and performances. Right now, for example, you can find Merle Haggard talking about his years of music making. You can find The Roots' Martin Luther debuting some new solo tunes live. Or you can watch this great Coldplay interview.
Shit, that looks pretty well prepared. We're in for a grilling. Is your first question, who the hell do you think you are? Our new album is pronounced Milo Xyloto, like xylophone, but you can do it any way you like, or not at all. One of the reasons we called our record Milo Xyloto is because we put that into Google and it had no results. So we thought, okay, it's a fresh canvas, it's a good place to start. I shut the world outside until the lights come up. Baby, the streets are alive. A lot of our favorite bands and artists by their fifth record have shown, their quality. So I think particularly on this one, we were like, well, we have to really throw everything at this one.
All this great content is programmed by our team of passionate music geeks. They're kind of like know-it-all record store clerks, but friendly. Now, as we continue through our artists and album pages, you'll find all the other features that you'd expect in a music store. Artist bios, photos, artist discographies, album reviews, as well as suggestions of similar songs and artists. But let's play another track so I can show you my own favorite feature, the ability to recommend and share what you've just purchased. Every time you buy music from the store, you'll be able to share it with your friends on Google+. Not only will they see your recommendations in their stream, but they'll also receive a free, full play of the music that you just purchased. Not just a limited preview. And that's something that no one else has ever done before. You can recommend and share right from the purchase confirmation screen or anytime later from the music players. So let's take a look at how this works. After purchasing a song, I get the option to share it on Google+. I can type a message, select which circles I want to share it with, and then post. I can also include email addresses for folks not yet on Google+, and they'll receive the same free full play when they sign in. Now, through the magic of Google+, my song shows up immediately in my friends' streams for them to enjoy. They can play the entire song without ever leaving their stream. And better yet, it's not limited to individual tracks. When I purchase an album, I can actually share the entire thing with my Google Plus friends. They'll be able to listen from start to end for free. Here, that's about an hour of music. It's also not limited to the web. You can share from your Android device as well. And you can enjoy the music shared with you using the Google Plus mobile app for Android and iOS. So let's recap what we've just covered. A brand new music store in Android Market, available right now at market.android.com, and coming to Android phones and tablets in the coming days. The music store requires Android 2.2 and the latest version of Android Market. A new version of the web music player, live now at music.google.com. A new version of the music application for Android phones and tablets, available now in Android Market. And a new version of Music Manager, automatically updating over the next few hours. All of this is available for US users starting now, no invitations required. Now I'd like to introduce Zahava Levine, our Director of Content Partnerships, to talk about the great music that we have in the store.
Thanks, Michael. As Paul and Michael just showed, with Google Music, you can discover new music, whether it's chart toppers or hidden gems from less-known artists, in several different ways. You can browse by genre or by new releases or by staff picks. You can check out Google's recommendations for you. Or even better, you can listen to the tracks and albums that your friends have purchased and sent to you, and then you can buy those songs from those very same links. Recommendations from friends are the single most important way that people discover new music, and we think that this social feature has the potential to really transform purchasing behavior. Now, none of this would mean much without great content to bring it alive. So I'm happy to announce today a terrific set of content partners on board for our launch. Our partners include major record labels, EMI Music, Universal Music Group, Sony Music Entertainment, and independent record labels, many, many independent record labels, including the Beggars Group, Merge, Warp, and many, many more, and other partners such as Merlin, the global rights agency for independent music, and aggregators of independent music such as IOTA, The Orchard, and Ingrooves. Collectively, our partners include over 1,000 record labels, bringing us authorization to distribute over 13 million tracks from Google Music, of which about 8 million are live today. The rest will be adding in the coming months, so thanks for your patience as we add new tracks as fast as we possibly can. Now, these innovative new partners recognize how much Google can help their artists sell their music using Android's broad consumer reach. But even more importantly, these partners share our vision of delighting users with innovative new ways of discovering and purchasing and sharing music. To represent this group of world-class partners, I'd like to invite 3 music visionaries up on the stage to share a few thoughts on the launch of Google Music. Mark Peavy, Executive Vice President from EMI Music. Rob Wells, President Global Digital Business at Universal Music Group. And Charles Caldas, CEO of Merlin BV, the global rights agency for independent music.
Thanks so much, Zahava. I'm Mark Peavy from EMI Music. You know, it's a real privilege to be able to work with great artists and also to work with pioneering new services like Google Music to connect those artists with fans in rich new ways, and ultimately to tap the immense potential of an online, mobile, and social music experience. So break a leg, guys.
I'm Rob Wells from Universal. I feel, with these 2 guys alongside me, I feel the need to burst into Bee Gee covers. But I won't. Universal we're immensely pleased to be here today. Doing any deal with Google for the sale of our repertoire is groundbreaking on a number of levels. We expect this to be a rich new revenue stream for our artists. We are very excited about the prospect of the global rollout of the platform through all Android devices, and any new legitimate place to consume music is a fantastic anti-piracy tool. So we're very pleased to be here, and we wish Google success in all these endeavors.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Charles Kelders, CEO of Merlin. On behalf of the thousands of independent labels that we represent from around the world, we're particularly pleased to see Google launching a music store today, and we think it'll be a significant new music destination in the digital space. We're particularly pleased that Google recognized very early on the commercial significance of independent repertoire in the digital music market and worked with us very closely to make sure that the users of Google Music, from the time they first engage with the service, have access to the thousands of fantastic independent labels and artists we represent from around the world, and equally we wish them all success.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you, gentlemen. We are very excited to have such a great roster of content partners on board. And of course, we anticipate adding new partners as they wish to come on board in the coming months. We look forward to that. We are also excited about another set of partnerships that we think will give you just a little added extra incentive to try Google Music now. We've worked with a handful of artists and their labels to offer some fantastic music that you will not find anyplace else. From each of these artists, we have music exclusively on Google Music, including some free tracks to get you started. These are artists who are truly excited about the power of Google to bring their music to millions of fans. Artists include the Rolling Stones, from whom we will offer 6 never-before-released live concerts, starting today with the phenomenal Brussels Affairs concert from 1973. The rest of the albums will be released throughout 2012, the band's 50th anniversary year. Coldplay, from whom we bring you a 5-track live LP from the band's recent Madrid concert, kicking off their Milo Xyloto tour. So that's very exciting. And iconic rapper Busta Rhymes, who's here with us today. Busta Rhymes will be debuting his new studio album exclusively on Google Music. And the first single from this album is available today for free right now. In addition, we have live albums from Pearl Jam, from Shakira, and from Dave Matthews, which are available for free in their entirety at Google Music right now. There's more, and I won't get into all the details, but please visit our post on the official Google blog. And better yet, go to the store and check it out. We're really excited about this great exclusive and free content, so go get it. Finally, there's one more group of very important artists we'd like to mention. To tell you about these artists and how they can work with Google Music, I'd like to call up Chris Yerga, Android's engineering director for cloud services and aspiring rock star.
Thank you, Zahava. Even today's biggest superstars started out as independent artists. And today, that community of independent artists is bigger than ever. From bedroom DJs creating laptop masterpieces to established acts putting their next studio recording out, we want to work with these self-released artists who have yet to get a label deal to engage with their fans, sell their music, while taking advantage of Google's reach. Built right into Google Music is the Artist Hub, a tool that gives you a direct route to distributing music so long as you own the rights to your recordings. Music submitted through the Artist Hub shows up in the music store just like any other album, and we give artists the tools to make it look great. Through the Artist Hub, an artist can build their artist page for display in the store, upload their original content, whether full albums or even individual songs, and finally, set their retail prices so they can sell their music in the Google Music Store. We've given a bit of a sneak preview of this to some independent artists. Let's hear from them now.
It's really exciting to think about Google and music together because, first of all, I use Google every day. My phone is Android. Anytime anyone tells me to listen to new music, I Google it.
These days, as an independent musician, means I bartend 5 days a week.
You end up being your own manager.
My own booking agent. We are our own roadies. We drive the van ourselves. I don't drive, I'm not allowed to drive.
Ruin our trailer ourselves.
I learned HTML 2 years ago, which was an experience.
If you're independent, nobody's handing you anything. You have to go take it.
When you're doing it by yourself, it's sort of like, all right, what do we have? Jared works at a soup kitchen, and he brings us food sometimes.
Basically, it's not easy.
No.
I definitely think that I could sell more music with a better platform.
Google is bringing the music directly to fans now.
This platform definitely seems like I'm able to have control.
I'm all about the bargains, so I'm all excited about this. You can make your own price.
You have the option of letting people listen to your whole albums for free. You can share it with your friends.
I make a lot of YouTube videos. You can have a link on the top of the video sending you right over to Google Music to have people download the song.
It gives people an opportunity of exposure without having to think that you need to be signed to a label.
Music fans don't have to search as hard to find someone like me.
As an artist, you want to get your music to the most people as possible, and to work with a company like Google that has such an amazing reach like that. I mean, it's really a tremendous opportunity for any artist.
It's not every day that you get like a massive search engine, turning the music business into a more even playing field for independent artists.
As you can see, independent artists are really excited about this and the possibilities that it brings at a large scale. Now, this is a bit of a new concept for a digital retailer, so I'd like to walk you through what the experience is like for the artists. And when I'm going to do so, I'm going to do so using Monogold, the band that opened us up today, as an example. So, when an artist comes into the Artist Hub, the first thing they do is search for their artist page. Now, if it turns out that this is an artist we don't know about yet, they can create their artist page for $25. This is a one-time artist registration fee. It basically works the same way as Android developers who want to sell their applications in Android market. And the artist page is what users see when they search for their favorite bands in the Google Music Store. So what we allow them to do is go in, and in this case, Monogold has entered a biography. They've uploaded an artist image, set some other information about themselves, such as genre, and they can also add web links. But of course, the real benefit here is that artists can actually sell their music directly to fans within Google Music. So to do this, the next step is artists will upload their original content, individual songs or albums. They set some metadata about it, like genre and pricing info. And then we also allow the artist to control how previews work in the music store. So for example, they can elect to enable 90-second previews of their content, full preview, or even unlimited free plays of their music within the Google Music Store. And of course, like all purchases in the Google Music Store, shares to Google Plus include a single free play for your friends. Now, artists keep 70% of the revenue for sales of their content in the store, and there's no per album or annual upload fees required here. And that's going to mean that it's really easy for artists to release their music as frequently as they see fit. So, in addition to studio tracks, artists can put up demo material or even put up a live concert recording from a gig earlier in the week. They can also change pricing or any of the album details at any time. giving them significantly more control over how they distribute their music. We're also working with YouTube to allow artists to sell songs directly against their music videos or on their YouTube channel pages. And we're doing this as part of YouTube's recently announced merchandise store. Now, Monogold has set everything up. They've uploaded all their content, so why don't we pop back over to the music store and see how it looks there. So we're going to go and do a search for Monogold here. And when we do, you'll see in the search results, they show up with the artist image that they uploaded. Clicking through there will take us to the artist detail page. And, you know, a little reload between friends is never a bad thing, right? And so here you see that their biography information is there, as well as the albums and tracks that they uploaded. And so afterwards, once people actually purchase their music, artists can go back to the Artist Hub, and there's a payments tab where they can monitor all their sales and get information about the payouts that they're going to be getting from their sales in the Google Music Store. If you are an independent artist with original content, we've got your audience. The Google Music Store is built into Android Market and installed on millions of Android devices. So I invite you to come to music.google.com/artists to participate. And to kick this off, we're excited to have a handful of notable Artist Hub users on board already, including world-renowned DJ Tiesto, who's using the Artist Hub to debut his new single today, and Nashville duo Feather and Bell, which our editors have deemed a staff pick with their debut album. And on a personal note, I'm also hoping that maybe one of my favorite acts, Trick Mode, will start bringing their music to the Google Music Artist Hub as well. And now I'm going to turn it back to Jamie, who will tell you about a very important partner in bringing Google Music to fans.
Thanks, Chris. We're able to bring Google's music offering to millions of people because of the tremendous support we have from the carriers and manufacturers who form the backbone of the Android ecosystem. Our very first distribution partner for Android was T-Mobile USA, who got this all started with the launch of the G1 back in 2008. It seems fitting then that T-Mobile is with us here today to help us celebrate this exciting milestone in this phenomenal setting. And even as it relates to music, T-Mobile is a pioneer with us once again. We're pleased to announce that coming very soon, T-Mobile customers will be able to pay for music purchases directly through their T-Mobile phone bill, as they can do with Android Market applications today. For some additional announcements, I'd like to call up Andrew Sherrard, Senior Vice President, Marketing for T-Mobile USA.
Thank you, Jamie. You know, as a first mover with Android, T-Mobile has a deep history and experience working with Google. Since the introduction of Android, it's been amazing to see exactly how the mobile experience has been transformed. And since that G1 is launched, the Google ecosystem has grown incredibly. And you know, the networks and phones that run Android today have transformed too. Today, T-Mobile has the largest selection of Android devices running on America's largest 4G network. What's surprising is that 75% of our phones that we sell today are smartphones. And out of those smartphones, 90% run Android, which is tremendous. That's millions of Android devices running on 4G, which now reaches more than 200 million Americans. That's the largest in the country. And with 4G, users get what they want, when they want. T-Mobile is now delivering a faster-than-home internet experience on our latest smartphones. When services like Google Music run at those speeds, we think they're really going to sing. T-Mobile strives to bring the mobile web to life via engaging content, tremendous value with affordable access. What that means is that there's an explosion of data when consumers take this combination and they start using it on their mobile devices. We've seen a huge increase in the amount of data over our network. In fact, video consumption now accounts for about half of our data on the network. Additionally, it's not just video, it's streaming audio. Mobile audio makes up 15% of the data we see on our network, and that's before a service like Google Music launches. Who knows how high that's going to be tomorrow? I can't wait to see. What's really clear is that our customers are using their smartphones for a mobile experience, but we know they want more. They don't just want to stream music. They want to share it, they want to discover new music, and they want to be able to organize it. To date, there really hasn't been anything that's done that very well. So what we see is a great sharing experience that lets you share the music you love with your friends. And that's where our reliable network really comes into play. When we combine a fast 4G network and Google Music, we believe this will transform the industry. It's a whole new experience. Not only will you be able to discover new music in a new way, you'll also be able to share those purchases with your friends through Google+. That is fantastic. And T-Mobile is going to enhance that experience by running it on our fastest smartphones from HTC, from Samsung, and allow people to discover and share music faster than they can even do it at home. So to celebrate that, I'm happy to announce that we're going to have some free exclusive content for our customers. This includes tracks from artists like Drake, who's now topping the charts with his new single. We also have other exclusive content from Maroon 5, Busta Rhymes, and other artists that will be announced. We're going to continue to offer free music exclusively to our customers through the end of the year. We know our customers are going to have a great experience using Google Music across our compelling lineup of Android smartphones, all on America's largest 4G network. So I'm happy and excited to turn it back over to Jamie to wrap us up.
Thanks very much, Andrew. So with that, let's recap what we've discussed today. Worldwide Android activations now stand at 200 million. The Music Beta cloud service becomes Google Music, opens up to everyone in the US, and will store and stream your music for free, up to 20,000 songs. The new music store in Android Market allows you to add to your collection with millions of songs, personalized recommendations, rich editorial content, and lots of free songs to get you started. The store launches today on the web at market.android.com and rolls out to Android devices in the US over the next few days. Any song or album you purchase in the music store can be shared on Google Plus with your friends, who will receive a full play for free. You can't do this with any other music store. It's all about the music, and content partners from across the industry have collaborated with us to make this happen, including partners who have brought us music you won't find anywhere else. For self-released artists, the Google Music Artist Hub offers the same access to Google Music as the superstars many of them hope to become. No other major music retailer offers this kind of direct access. And finally, T-Mobile USA, a key partner with us in this event, will have a special free music offer only for T-Mobile customers and will soon enable those customers to pay for their music purchases directly on their T-Mobile phone bill. Whether you're a music fan or an artist, Google Music is now open for business. Thank you very much for coming.